and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of excess nitrates in groundwater at rice. So recently a report has been published, and the report talks about that in certain states the groundwater, so the percentage of nitrates in the groundwater is on a rise, and this rise can be very harmful for the people's health. So let us see why is it. First of all, about the points of discussion, first we will be looking at the news, then who are the concerned states in which the percentage of nitrates in the groundwater is on a rise, then about the nitrate contamination, uranium contamination, what are the diseases which are caused by the nitrate contamination, and how the percentage of nitrate is rising in the groundwater, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is environmental pollution. As we move forward, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The news talks about districts with excess nitrates in groundwater at 7-year high. So it is on a 7-year high, and there are certain districts in particular states where the nitrates quantity in the groundwater is at 7-year high. And when we say groundwater, so it means the water which we are pumping out from the ground. And this groundwater, the problem with the groundwater is that it is scarce in nature. It can be finished. It is not that if the humans will keep on using it, it will keep on replenishing, or it will keep on getting replaced with time. No, we need to use it specifically, and we need to use it nicely and with conservation, so that the amount of groundwater or the quantity of groundwater does not lead to very low levels. Before starting, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the offline batches in English medium, the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains. So the offline batches admissions are open. So if you people want to be taught by the best teachers, then this is the right opportunity for you. And if you're traveling by metro, then the nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15, and the address is C171/2 Block A, Sector 15, Noida. And for any query, give us a call at 87501 87501. Let's move forward. So there is a report which has been released by the Central Groundwater Board. So the Central Groundwater Board report talks about that 450 districts with excessive nitrates in groundwater is there as of year 2023. So as of 2023, around 440 districts are there in India in whose groundwater the amount of nitrates is much more than as it should be. It means that it is breaching the danger mark, and this number in the year 2017 was 359 districts. So from the year 2017 to till the year 2023, the number has risen from 359 districts to 440 districts. And this can be a health hazard, particularly for young children, and a source of environmental toxicity, because the excessive nitrate in the groundwater, if people are going to drink that groundwater, so the amount of groundwater or the quantity of groundwater in a human body will also increase, and this nitrates will keep on getting accumulated in the body, and this will be very very toxic and will turn into a health hazard, especially for the children, as the disease which is caused by the nitrates is known as the blue baby syndrome. We will be looking into what is blue baby syndrome and how is the blue baby syndrome causes, because under the blue baby syndrome, the skin of the babies or the skin of the children, it slowly and gradually starts to turn blue, and that is why it is called blue baby syndrome. Then around 56% of India's districts have excessive nitrates. When we say excessive nitrates, it means that the amount has breached the danger mark, and it is defined as more than 45 mg per liter in their groundwater. 45 mg per liter. Mg means milligram. So 45 milligram per liter, and 45 milligram per liter means that it has breached the danger mark. And one of the reasons, or one of the primary reasons for the increase of nitrates in the groundwater has been given as the use of subsidized nitrogenous synthetic fertilizer, which is a key input for farming. Now, in India, the fertilizers which are provided, they are subsidized. Now, subsidized means that whatever amount, like for example, any fertilizer is for 500 rupees per kg. Okay. So, out of this 500, now imagine rupees 300 is being paid by the government as subsidy. It means that you do not have to pay that amount, the government will pay that amount. And so 500 minus 300 becomes 200. So 200 will be the amount which will be paid by you. So out of this, what is for rupees 500 rupees per kg is what you will get at rupees 200 per kg, because the rupees 300 will be given as subsidy by the government. So in India, the fertilizers, they are given at a subsidy to the people by the government. So this subsidized nitrogenous fertilizer is what has been given as the major reason for the increase of the nitrates in the groundwater, because when the nitrogenous fertilizers, they are used in farming, because the fertilizers is a requirement, one of the most primary form of requirement when any farmer does farming. So when the nitrogenous fertilizers are used, so nitrate is also one of the component in that nitrogenous fertilizer, and then it gets penetrated into the soil, and when it gets penetrated into the soil, it goes deep down into the soil and also deep down into the roots of the plants. So that is how it slowly and gradually tends to penetrate further inside the ground, and then it many a times and at many places and in many districts of India, it has been seen that the groundwater gets contaminated with nitrates. Now, who are the concerned state with regard to the increase of nitrates? So, they are the districts of Rajasthan, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. There are other states also like Rajasthan, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat. So, all these states, they are suffering as of now from the excessive nitrates in the groundwater. Then the regions in central and southern India are at risk the most, and they are reporting an increasing trend of the increase of nitrates. And then in Maharashtra, if we talk about, then it has reached to 35.74%, Telangana 27%, Andhra Pradesh around 23%, and Madhya Pradesh around 22%. It means that the percentage of nitrates in the groundwater is increasing. Then the monsoon rainfall tends to increase nitrate levels, because when the rainfall takes place or the precipitation takes place, then the groundwater, the penetration of water into the ground is higher as compared to the dry conditions. So when the penetration of water in ground is higher, so the percentage of nitrate will also get penetrated, will also be higher. So during the monsoon period, this problem tends to increase even more. Now, let us talk about the uranium contamination. So, like the nitrate contamination, the uranium contamination is also there. Then there is fluoride and uranium contamination. So, there is with nitrate, there is the blue baby syndrome. Then there is with arsenic, there is blackfoot disease. Then there is with fluoride, increase of fluoride or fluoride contamination causes the knock-knee problems. So, different components causes different problems, like increase of mercury can lead to Minamata disease. So fluoride concentrations exceeding the permissible limit, they are also a major concern in districts of Rajasthan, Haryana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And then Rajasthan and Punjab have reported the highest number of samples with uranium concentration, and they have exceeded 100 ppb. ppb stands for parts per billion. Then anything above 30 ppb of uranium is considered to be unsafe, while in districts of Rajasthan and Punjab, it has reached to more than 100 parts per billion. Then let us talk about the nitrate contamination. So nitrate contamination, when we talk about health hazard, so the most dangerous health hazard is that it causes methemoglobinemia. So the name is little difficult in pronunciation. It is also known as blue baby syndrome in infants. Now what happens is that in infants or children, the nitrate turns to nitrite, and then it comes in connection, or you can say it comes in contact with the hemoglobin, and then when they both mix up, they form a non-functional component, and that is known as methemoglobin. And methemoglobin, what happens is that because of methemoglobin and because of its non-functional character, it does not mix with the hemoglobin, and this causes the scarcity of oxygen in a child's or in an infant's body, and that is why the color of the body turns to blue, and that is why it is known as blue baby syndrome. So this methemoglobin, in the end, then when it becomes a disease, it is known as methemoglobinemia. It is hemoglobin plus nitrate. So this is how nitrate plus hemoglobin is what you have to understand. Nitrate turns into nitrite, mixed with hemoglobin because it becomes non-functional in nature, and hemoglobin and nitrite does not go together. That is why the transportation of oxygen throughout the body of a children or an infant does not take place. So that is how it happens. And the methemoglobin is also linked to cancer, reproductive issues, and endocrine disorders. So the increase of nitrates in the groundwater, or if it goes into the body of an individual, will also lead to cancer, reproductive issues, and endocrine disorders. And this is also leads to environmental toxicity. Like for example, it disrupts aquatic ecosystems through eutrophication. Now eutrophication is a phenomena when at one single place in any pond or a water body there is excessive nutrients which takes place. Excessive nutrients will lead to a lot of formation of algae or a lot of phytoplanktons coming there. Now what happens is, when a lot of nutrients come there, or the formation of algae takes place at a very faster speed, so the oxygen present in that area or the oxygen present in that water body will not be left for the marine ecosystem of that place, because that oxygen will be used by the phytoplanktons or the algae. So that algal bloom or the rich nutrients causes a negative effect in that area. Then this also contributes to soil degradation and water toxicity, because if the amount of nitrite or the nitrates will rise in the water, then the water toxicity level will also rise. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. It is a PYQ of the year 2013, and the question reads, which of the following can be found as pollutants in the drinking water in some parts of India? Arsenic, sorbitol, fluoride, formaldehyde, or uranium? We have discussed this in the video, so I am expecting you people to give me the right answer. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1 and 3 only, 2, 4 and 5 only, 1, 3 and 5 only, or 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.